Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And today has been a really interesting day for the crypto prices. I mean, take a good look at the screen right in front of you. As you can clearly see, Bitcoin broke out to the downside a couple of days ago. Everybody was panicking about it, and just today we got back inside the triangle. So I tried to stall this video for as long as humanly possible because I wanted to see if we were to actually close within this triangle, but I could not. I just had to give you guys an update right freaking now because there's a couple of things really imminent that I need to warn you guys about and just discuss. But having said that, guys, if you are enjoying the daily crypto videos, it helps out if you press the like button. Just for the YouTube algorithm, it helps out a little bit. And my question of today is, did you actually sell any of your crypto? Albeit to buy back cheaper, albeit because of panic? Be honest and let us know in the comments section down below so we can know, right? So we can know. Now, it's been an interesting situation as I just described to you guys. We did not really expect it to happen this way. Then again, we also kind of did. Let me explain to you guys exactly why. So what we saw yesterday was a breakout to the downside for Bitcoin. I was covering this mostly because I already said if we get some real confirmation, we're going to look for a buy-in. What we saw was that we again got a breakout, a confirmation happening. However, since it was so small, and I usually like to buy in halfway throughout this candle here, we didn't really get a chance to actually buy into it, purely because it just didn't really look that good. I'm not exactly sure what to tell you guys. This was a fake out. Why? Well, you can see straight afterwards, after this fake confirmation, we skyrocketed back into it. And right now the question is, will we close above this, let's say about $35.8 or so thousand line, so we're actually back into the triangle, or should we adjust the triangle a little bit? Is it more so that basically this was more valid, or even this was more valid of a triangle? It's really hard to say because there's a lot of people putting up some different ones. Like, for example, some guys are putting it up a little bit more like this. As you can clearly see, they're taking different points as kind of endpoints, and that will also deviate from when exactly we are back into the triangle. Then again, we got a clear reversal. Now, this is not just a bear trap just quite yet. It could actually be a breakout to the downside with a slight recovery for kind of a quote-unquote bull trap. Why? Well, we do have this death cross coming up, and a death cross is basically where the 50 MA crosses the 200 EMA. And that's a death cross because that basically means that the short-term prices are doing worse than the longer-term prices, showing some negativity. And it was calculated before. We looked at it that in 2013 and 2017, when this happened, the gains after it, I should say the losses, were basically akin to the losses just prior. And that basically means that from the highest point to the death cross, which could happen, for example, tomorrow when Bitcoin is at, for example, 34.5 thousand, that's a 46% loss. That would mean from that point out forward, we'd also go about 46% down or so, right around to this $18,000 area. That's again looming still, so if Bitcoin doesn't actually recover quickly, we're still going to see this death cross, which still would not be nice for our I guess expectation. Then again, it can still take a couple of days for this one to form. It can still recover depending on what exactly we're going to do now. This, however, as of this point, is considered to be a bear trap, where bears just basically came in, wanted to put up a trade, and then got stopped out. In terms of news, I've been seeing a couple of different things. Elon Musk has been really ticked on the forehead for manipulating the market. I also saw Coinbase going down as a up and downside. For example, downside because Coinbase down, people panic. Upside because it did show that so many people wanted to buy that things didn't really work anymore. Here was another warning for a bear trap yesterday. I was actually warning about that yesterday too. And here's another article which is not too relevant for right now. Here you can also a little bit more clearly see one of our trade setups from Bybit. As you can clearly see here, the triangle was broken to the downside quite significantly, and it picked itself back up rather quickly. This is literally the definition, however, of a bear trap. The bears basically get trapped in. Look at the RSI though. Perfect entry right there. Could have been taken by a couple of people if you were really alert, and a nice recovery right there. Look at that. It's already up about 18% or so in a day. For Bitcoin, that is huge. That is insanely huge, and I'm really, really happy to see it. Then again, that's for Bitcoin. Altcoins were actually a lot more interesting because you guys know I don't really trade Bitcoin too much, right? I trade altcoins. Like I just told you guys, The confirmation was significant, yet there was a vital problem, which is that I wanted to trade XRP. I think you guys by now know that whenever I show these Bybit things, I usually have my own trades open in the screen whenever I show Bybit, but right now I got logged out and I didn't plan for it just before starting the video, so I'm logged out, unfortunately, but I do have an XRP trade open. As you guys know, I opened my position at 77 cents, and we are still continuing on with that ride, still in profit right to this point. Now, one of the interesting things was that I wanted to add to my position, but like I said over on Patreon, and like I said in some of the videos before, I'm going to wait a little bit. Now, once more, the exact point as to which I'll wait for, I put on Patreon. I'm not going to spill all the freaking beans, but I was waiting for a lower price target to actually enter a position once more. However, what happened, which I thought was interesting, is that on the Bitcoin chart, we did see a confirmation of the breakout, right? We had this, I guess, triangle that broke out to the downside. You can clearly see right here. However, on the XRP pair, we actually did not get any confirmation. Even though we are not back into the triangle just quite yet, the way it's looking like right now is that the triangle just doesn't really add up. This is basically the new triangle for right now for XRP, the one that we're building, because it's actually still looking like an uptrend. Again, if you consider it, it's a low, a higher low, and again, a higher low that's been built for XRP. You can't really see it differently. It is still an uptrend since May 23rd that we are witnessing for XRP. So the situation with these altcoins is a lot less dire, specifically because the dump was also not as significant as we saw with Bitcoin, which was interesting. We already covered that yesterday, though. Now, for these altcoins like VeChain, for example, the situation is even more different, where we broke out severely to the downside. We did get confirmation, and the candle afterwards is actually not that strong, which suggests to me that people are right now more so believing in Bitcoin, maybe also because the percentage drop was severe for Bitcoin and wasn't that much for VeChain, but also because people are just right now wanting to get in Bitcoin because it's the safest. ADA right now is not really doing too much. It actually didn't really break out to the downside either. We can definitely just draw our triangle like this. It would still fit. For ADA, nothing much has really changed. It's still doing amazing. It's still following along with the pattern. And as we can clearly see, it's still making higher lows as well. So that one is also still moving splendidly. So there's really not too much to be said about those. And that does make you think, why are people prioritizing Bitcoin right now over altcoins, and why did XRP have such an interesting recovery in comparison? It's something we don't really have an answer to. Then again, guys, be mindful of bear traps. Be very freaking mindful. The reason I warned everybody about this yesterday is because we've seen it too often, that every single thing points to a heavy downside, but then once you start to think about it, there's really not that much necessity for a downside, specifically because what are the reasons the price should go down? Well, I mean, breakout, so people panic, which is only a mental game, but fundamentals are, again, I'm a news type of trader. Fundamentals are China FUD from earlier, Elon Musk FUD, the US, I guess Fed or whatever you want to call it there, being able to crack Bitcoin. There was Donald Trump FUD, there was more China FUD, and on my phone here, I got a notification from Binance just now. It says El Salvador news is what caught Bitcoin upwards. Literally yesterday, it was a notification, Bitcoin falling after a market slump that said major alt loss. And then today, it's Bitcoin rises to 34.9K on El Salvador news. Bitcoin rose 7.5% to 34.9 thousand following El Salvador officially recognizing Bitcoin as legal tender. And I think that's the dumbest stuff ever because we all knew about the Bitcoin stuff. Then again, why did it recover so significantly? Was it because this was a fake out because of all just news that really did not matter too much, that really did not threat Bitcoin too much, or was it really because of the upside now? Was it really because El Salvador just came through now, or was it really something else that we are missing? It's really, really hard to say. Now, another one that I don't like to cover here, but I must because I want to give you guys the full situation, is the weekly 21 AMA for Bitcoin. You guys most likely saw it, right? We broke, this is the 21 weekly EMA, this little line right here. We closed below there significantly a little bit earlier. Fun fact, we are actually climbing back up. The weekly on Bitcoin is actually looking really beautiful. Even though they're really small candles here, that's, I think, mostly because right now news is suppressing the price like crazy. But we are picking ourselves back up. It is coming along quite nicely. And that's a really fun thing to me to just look at right now. How people are calling for a bear market to happen right now. I'm still thinking this is a bull market with a good correction, and the bear trap, you don't even see it in the bigger thing, in the bigger picture for things, right? You don't really even see it. I'm personally going to still conclude that maybe this is what the triangle should be looking like from now on forward. Just something like this. Look at that. This is from a weekly perspective. I mean, it's really trading within range still. It's actually not that crazy if you start to think about it. But then again, that's just my opinion on the matter, though. This is, I think, not even a candle. Right? The candle ended right there. Okay, so that's maybe what it should look like. Then again, this is all not too relevant either, because what are we going to do with that info? Now, for right now, let's just let's quickly see this article here. Coinbase, America's #1 crypto exchange, is currently down. The website is displaying some sort of error. Usually that stuff is also really, really not nice. Then again, maybe right now, because of all the buying pressure, all the people trying to get into it, it was a nice thing. What a freaking morning, huh? And by the way, guys, the $2,600 worth of bonuses might be over for Bybit. There are always some other bonuses, though. So go check the link out down below. It's the platform I'm using to trade because you can use leverage. And I'm not sure exactly what bonuses are on right now. Some people say they are fake. They're definitely not. Bybit just tells me what bonuses are on, and I just tell it to you guys. I'm not the one who makes them up, so I found that pretty damn funny. I will check for you guys what the bonuses are. I'm not exactly sure, but use the link down below. There'll be a trading competition for only people who use my link soon, for XRP specifically, but you'll see. And this one here, Elon Musk is getting slammed around, and I don't think the Elon Musk reign over the crypto space is going to last too long. But yeah. El Salvador's news is really, really booming right now. Maybe that's really it, though. Maybe it really is. Maybe right now they got the final decision. Maybe that's it. Or maybe people are now putting more faith into crypto regulations across the world also having a positive slur. I'm not sure. Whatever. Guys, thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video later today.